right? And we are good to go.
Wow, thank you, White Lady. So, as always, we're just going to get into it. Okay, just
right, and we are good to go.
Get right to it like a late night hookup. Yes.
Oh,
you got no time to spare.
Ain't no time because they be counting, so you got to.
Oh my God!
So,
ladies and gentlemen, we come here today with not heavy hearts and full of sarcasm and satire. And we don't want any bitch assness. We don't give a fuck about your opinion for real. We want to give you our opinion.
Oh, wow.
Right? That's what we want to do. So, you will sit down and you will listen. Because we're experts in the genre. Especially Javon. Because, Jake and I just kind of tag along. But, But anyway.
Don't put that shit on me.
Stay home if you sick. But come over if you thick. It is Hollywood Jacoby. Oh.
What up?
Not that. Like, what was that?
We've taken it back to the frat boy era. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Not really though.
Oh, no, you can't be no frat boy posted up with women. I saw you, Jake. Vacation, you like taking the hoes on vacations and shit. I see how you do. Like, I'm proud of you.
What can I say?
Boys?
And always, ladies and gentlemen, to my right, and never gonna back down from a fight. It is the master of mischief, Mr. Monday Night.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, sir. Still causing mischief, I see.
I guess.
The hose, okay? The hose. That is, wow, not the hose, okay? Like it was multiple hoes there. Like, like it was,
Well, I speak of hoes in general. Speaking, hoes can refer to one. It can refer to 10. So in Jason, it was just one. It was one, ladies, just one.
And I am your host, right? I am the man that runs the brand. I am the fucking franchise, Teron Bishop. And again, this motherfucker Jake will add the claps after that every fucking time going forward. That's what will happen, right?
Woo!
And with our powers combined, we make your host at the hardest part of the ring, where you get your dose of sarcasm and satire and rustling news. So, gentlemen, I love this bi-weekly show thing. It's really fun. I mean, I kind of get a kick out of it. But we have a lot to talk about, right? Starting with Revolution. So, Jacoby, you were on vacation, but allegedly you watched.
Indeed. No, it was so obviously I was on vacation, so I didn't watch it in real time. I was able to go back and was able to watch a majority of most of the matches. At the end of the day, 60-minute Ironman match, it just takes a lot to watch after the fact. So I didn't get a chance to watch the entirety of the main event. I did watch the ending, however, and I did watch the post-match antics from both sides, which we will dive into, excuse me. But overall, though, from what I saw, I thought it was a fun show. I wouldn't say it was probably the best the company's ever put on. However, I was pretty, it was a solid it was a solid show for AEW.
Okay, Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
Pretty good show.
Pretty good show.
It was a pretty good show. I still, you need to work on that fucking timing, but they did. It was a pretty good show. I don't think it was as good as most of their pay-per-views, but it wasn't bad. Like it was pretty good. Some of that stuff could have been left off again. Some of that stuff could have been on Dynamite. It really could have. But that's what any pay-per-view. There is always something that you can just leave off. That should have been left off and put on the regular show during the week. So
this has been the story of AEW. This pay-per-view to me was mid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was mid. I enjoyed it, but this is one of their cornerstone pay-per-views, if I remember correctly, right?
One of their, I'm sorry, what was
their cornerstone pay-per-views?
Right? I mean, they only have 5 a year, so it's like this one, Full Gear, All Out, and Double or Nothing. And is there a 5th one? I don't even remember. I guess there's only 4.
Revolution, yeah.
Yeah, but we it seems like we just paid for the Iron Man match. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I thought there were some fun matches. Like I thought the House of Black match was fun. I mean, this was kind of a spot fest, but at least we have new trio tag team champions, and at least Aleister Black finally touches a title. Malachi Black, excuse me. But yeah.
So I'm trying. My heart is trying. Everything about me is trying. I'm trying to be tolerant, right? So I understand how hateful people feel like when they hate against, the gays and stuff like that, when they try to be tolerant, understanding. No, I'm trying to be tolerant, understanding of the Bucks and Kenny Omega. I'm over it.
Oh, no, dear.
And I think I've been over it for a long time. Let me get my tea. Kenny Omega is overrated. Honestly, Kenny Omega to me is like a discount Chris Jericho.
Kenny Omega, are we live? Are we still live?
Kenny Omega to me,
I just want to make sure.
Yep. I'm going to keep going. Kenny Omega to me can really just fall off the face of the earth and nobody will matter. Kenny Omega to me will go to WWE and get lost because really Kenny Omega to me is a generic wrestler with just a cool finisher and a couple of knees.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. I'm done.
But he loves to play Tekken.
Oh,
I'm a big part of the fighting game community, and I still don't give a fuck. I honestly haven't given a fuck in a very long time.
Since he was the belt collector, right?
Right. I didn't care. Okay, you collected an Impact Championship. Eat my ass with a spoon.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I breathe out of my nose, right? Or through my nose, right? Or in my mouth and through my nose, right? Like a normal person. I don't breathe out of my mouth like these neckbeards that really want to blow Kenny Omega, and that's why they're such a fan.
Oh my God.
Furthermore,
damn, Javon left, bro. Javon had to go. I know Vince McMahon's listening to this right now being like, yes.
I can't be part of this Kenny Omega slander.
Furthermore, AEW would be better without him. Okay? And those spot monkeys, the Bucks.
God damn.
I am so over these petulant children.
He called them monkeys, bro. That's crazy.
That bitched, moaned, and complained and got mad, took their ball and went home, came back and are still bitter even after CM Punk is gone. They're all children.
That's true.
You had greatness in your hand and momentum has still not been in AEW since that whole fiasco because 4 grown men can't stand in a room and just say, okay, I don't like you, but I can work with you and move on with the day. Stop taking yourself so seriously. So that's how I feel about the Kenny Omega, the Bucks, and the Trios Championship. I'm happy that the House of Black won.
Me too.
A because they're black.
Well, they wear black.
Right. Whatever. B because for real, no joke. Is it Aleister Black still? No, it's not. What's his name?
Malachi.
Malachi deserves it. Straight up.
Right.
So, I don't come. Please come for me, okay? Like, please at me, your Kenny Omega fan. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. I've never seen the appeal. Like, just how deep down your throat. And I'm gay, right? So I can suck a dick. Okay. Like, shit. I don't. How deep does a straight man take a dick down their throat? Because y'all have been gagging on Kenny's for a long time.
Hey, yo.
Okay. Anybody else?
Okay. Well, that happened.
Right.
I sort of agree. I also sort of disagree at the same time. Unfortunately, you got to remember, I mean, that brand was built on the fact that he was there, not elsewhere, right? So we have to admire that portion of it. Without him, I mean, people would leave, right? People would not want to be there. Fans wise as well. I'm glad that they lost because now they can pursue other things.
Like leaving AEW and watching it still go on.
That's true, but I am also not a fan of trios stuff in general. I think it's a lot of bodies, and I think there's never enough time to showcase everybody. And
fucking facts, Jake.
Yeah,
that is fucking facts. Because let me tell you, like in a threesome, niggas get selfish. And they don't pay attention to everybody's needs. Someone always gets left the fuck out. So you right, Jake. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
Trios. Oh. Like
three's a crowd for sure.
3 ways, yes, it is. It is.
Like, I'm still confused about the subject matter of what I'm lost.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Overall, though, it is what it is. Alistair gets an excuse of a title, which is fine. He finally gets a title. Now we can no longer complain that he's not in the singles picture. Now we can't complain at all. He has.
Yes, we can complain. We can still complain.
Well,
we'll find a way.
We will find a way to continue to complain.
Oh, yeah, we can, because we look at the TNT title picture and feel like,
well, I'm glad you talked about that because
him there.
I wanted to ask you that question. So Wardlow wins at the pay-per-view. He wins at the pay-per-view. He wins via technical submission against Samoa Joe, wins the TNT title and holds it barely at all. And Hobbs cashes in the ring and wins the title with a little help from your favorite, your boy, the head of the factory.
Yes, welcome back, QT Marshall. Oh, you have been missing on AEW television. The ratings show it.
Well, I have a question then. Since how does this help Hobbs though? Like, he's the champion, yes. He's teaming up with QT Marshall when he had already been teamed up with Ricky Starks and Team Taz. Is it just like a lack of faith in him, or is it like we can help present him better this way? Like, how do you feel? Is it a hindrance or is it a benefit?
To an extent, I think it's a benefit because they got to get him over as a heel.
Okay.
They're just using him to get Wardlow over. That's all this is right now. Like you saw at the pay-per-view, Wardlow ain't over no more.
Right.
He ain't over. We got to get him back over. And the only way to get him back over is to put him up against somebody that the people will actually boo. Because they wouldn't boo Samoa Joe.
Right.
And they barely boo Powerhouse Hobbs, even though he's supposed to be a heel. So we got to figure out a way to get people to boo him. Put him with QT Marshall. They'll boo him. They'll boo you. There it is. So that's what we got to do. We got to get Powerhouse booed and as a heel. And then we can get that title back on Wardlow.
So you think this is all for him?
Hi.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm enjoying my hate-filled chicken as we are discussing this, but I felt like since we talk about niggas, I needed to chime in.
Oh, come on in. Yes.
He ugly. We should boo him anyway.
So
damn.
Again. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, why are we failing simple wrestling mechanics? Vince McMahon would have him booed real quick.
Right. That's how I feel. Like, he's been a heel now since he started, right? People still don't boo him. In fact, when we first went to our first AEW Dynamite as a team in Norfolk, he was on Dark getting cheered.
Because he was on Dark.
Well, that's true, but I also think that people are just afraid to boo him. I think people just don't want to boo him because they feel indifferent to him. That's why.
Let's go down to South Carolina.
Yeah, I don't think it's a thing that people scared to boo him. It's just that we don't have a reason to boo him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though he was in Team Taz, let's keep it a buck. They were kind of entertaining and started getting over as a babyface because of Ricky Starks. Right. Then you got Hook, and everybody loves Hook. It's hard to boo a group when you got two people that people actually like and cheer. So when you separated them, they didn't even pull that feud off, right? Because I think didn't one of them get hurt? Didn't Ricky get hurt?
Yep.
Yeah, so they couldn't even get that feud off, right? So they really never had a proper feud to showcase him as a heel against the babyface Ricky. So he's literally been floundering around this whole time. Don't know what the hell he really is.
It's like, second though, Javon, I want to make sure y'all all know something. That the faction via Twitter is now broken up. So I'm sorry, the factory. They're now they're broken up.
Yeah,
so they're done. So QT, like, why do we feel that Powerhouse needs somebody? He honestly really doesn't. He doesn't. He's one of those ones that you shut up, don't let him talk. He don't need to talk. That's one of those ones you let go out there and just beat people's ass.
But the problem with that is all that does is gonna get you over. That's really ain't gonna get him over as a heel. We just gonna end up cheering like Wardlow. That's all Wardlow did was just shut up and beat people's asses. And guess what? We started loving this dude.
Right.
He wasn't talking. He was a heel with MJF. And we still cheered Wardlow, even though we hated MJF because all he did was go out there and powerbomb people and keep powerbombing people. That's all it is with Powerhouse Hobbs. Like, when you get these big dudes that can just throw people around and show off like impressive feats of strength, we tend to gravitate to that. Like, for some reason, it's like it's hard to really pull off being a big dude who can just throw people around and be a heel unless you really do some like fucked up stuff, or you got somebody with you, like a manager or something that other people hate. Because like take Brock for instance. Brock been a heel for the longest, and we still cheer the fuck out of Brock. We love him.
Right.
Like, even though we kind of hate his matches, and we hate like how he always gets pushed, we still cheer this dude.
I guess that makes sense.
It's hard. Like,
it kind of makes sense though, because if you think about it, like, we all loved Andre for what he was, and we hated Ted, right? We hated DiBiase, right? We hated Bobby the Brain. We hated Jimmy Hart. Like, we hated these people because that was their job, was to take that heat and to kind of negate that like love and admiration for this freak that they're representing.
Right. Like, we don't even boo Lance Archer at this point. Like,
well, we do.
We do.
I'm sorry, who?
Okay, well, like, Powerhouse Hobbs ain't a Lance Archer where we just don't care. But that's the thing. We don't even give a fuck about Lance Archer to cheer or boo. Take Brian Cage. We don't give a fuck about him to even cheer or boo him.
Right.
It don't even matter. No matter what you do. Like, Hobbs, at least he gets a reaction. Like, at least we try. I don't know if it's going to end up anywhere, but
yeah.
Well, honestly, we done gave Powerhouse Hobbs way too much time. More time than AEW need to be giving him too. He needs to go ahead and be a transitional champion so we can move back to Wardlow, which we actually care about. Moving right along.
I don't know if we care about him either, but
right. That's the thing. I think it's just, this title is just kind of falling further and further.
Guys, come on, let's be real. It's a young man's title, right? Like, this is not the prestige title. This is the breakout championship, right? The guy is breaking out. The we need to put it on guys to see how they break out. Like, how do you break out?
Wrong niggas.
Huh?
These the wrong niggas then. If that's the case, put this shit on Ricky Starks.
Right.
Put this shit back on Darby. Give it to Jungle Boy. Like, give it to somebody else. Like, these niggas ain't it. Let them go. Put them in Ring of Honor.
Right, but here's the thing. Okay, all seriousness. What's the new title that crackhead said? I mean, what's his name?
The international title now.
Yeah. The international title?
Yeah. Yes. The international championship.
We're just getting dumber and dumber. So, let's just we need to put that type of belt on Starks and Jungle Boy and this is a young man's title. So the Action Andretti's, the Dante Martins.
Okay.
Like, let's start putting it on them. Even this is a good title for Powerhouse to break out with. Hook. It's a great title for Hook to break out with. Like, we need to get rid of the FTW championship for real. If you want to put a belt on somebody, put the TNT championship on Hook. Like, let's go. Let's see what that looks like. And let the young men fight over it until they get to the international championship.
Yes.
International championship. Like, and then let it rock out there. Like, again, I enjoy the TNT championship. I just feel like they're using it wrong. They need to use it like they used the TBS championship. And I don't give a, I'm not gonna get on the Jade rant, right? I posted a nice post with Jade earlier today or yesterday. And people just hate on Jade still. And I don't know why. Like, she has systematically gotten better from the day she debuted.
Yeah, there's improvement there. That's for sure.
Right. And don't compare two Black women. Like, Bianca Belair and Jade is in two different ballparks.
Right.
Different realms.
Yeah.
Jade's mic work, her in-ring skills have systematically got better. If you will cheer Liv Morgan, you need to cheer Jade Cargill.
Yeah. Well,
same fucking energy. Right? Right or wrong? So,
yeah. In terms of MIP, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So the TBS championship is being used correctly. They're using it to elevate a star and giving her a chance to use that championship to trip and fall, to, knock the king side. And then you're not mad. Like, so you're still drawing that attention to her with the belt. Like, she's a champion. So she's still getting the attention, but she's given time to grow and learn and develop with said belt. So treat the TBS and TNT championships like the NXT titles.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Okay, next.
That's fine. Although I will point out this, and that was that Orange Cassidy got attacked by Jeff Jarrett on Dynamite. So Jeff Jarrett could be the international champion. So we could have that going.
If there is a God up in heaven, they will put this belt on Double J. There is, like, if he is listening, put that belt on Double J. I want to see the world burn. I do.
But, like, I wouldn't even be mad at it. Like, I wouldn't be at this point in the game. I don't think I would be mad at Double J winning this belt.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you now get attention on this championship. Negative it will be talk.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is when you get to take the young guy and let him go beat Jeff Jarrett and make him an instant star.
That's it.
Take your Action Andretti and let him go beat Jarrett now. Make a star. There it is.
That's how you do it. That's TV. So, what else on the card that y'all really enjoyed? Because I mean,
well, the Ass Boys are the new tag team champions.
Of course, they're the champs. Yeah,
they're the best tag team on the planet.
Oh right. My God! Whoa. Okay. FTR.
Their words, not mine.
FTR is right there.
I mean, it is, but I mean, they ain't been at work. So since they ain't been at work, I couldn't count them. Oh. You got to come to work to be counted. You ain't coming to work. But guess what?
Absolutely.
Ass Boys are the champs.
So let me tell y'all something. FTR coming back to work, kind of really, I feel something. Because FTR is very close to CM Punk.
Right.
So FTR coming back to work is something brewing.
Yes, a trios match. Let's do it.
For real, no joke. It's something brewing.
Let's just do it, Bob. That's the moneymaker right there.
For real.
Yeah, like for real. Like
put it in a trio.
You can sell a pay-per-view right now. If they announce right now Punk and FTR versus the Elite, that just say it's gonna be at the next pay-per-view. They sell out instantly. You ain't gotta announce anything else. Because anybody want to see what the fuck about to happen with this shit. That's it. That's your money back. Like,
are these niggas about the coins or not? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, are they about the coins?
Like
Mark Henry said it best in the quote. Like, look, have them apologize, move on with the day, go on to make the money. Make the money.
Right. They ain't got to be friends. Get this money. And there it is. Like,
so you know what match was brutal on the card? Jungle Boy and first of all, Christian's a dick. Like, you think MGF's a dick? No, Chris, I'm gonna punch this man in his face in real life.
Damn,
he's an asshole, and I love it. Like, because you know what? Like, I mean, I'm an asshole too. Okay, but this motherfucker be talking about people dead ass parents, Javon. So you know, like Javon has done that before. Javon has done that before too. Has attacked somebody's dead ass parents. Javon, give me some insight on Christian's thought process.
Well, you got to get to somebody, and if you know what to say to get to somebody's heart, you say it. Mm-hmm. He knows the buttons to push. Mm-hmm. He can't really say too much, but if you bring up your dead ass daddy, guess what? It's a wrap. Okay, bet you. Now you emotional, right? And in a fight, I want you to be emotional because then you're gonna make a mistake. You ain't thinking straight.
Damn.
So that's what this is. Like he playing mind games with him. He gotta talk about fucking his mama. He gotta get him all out discombobulated in the head to be like, yo, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, and boom.
For those people that don't look at, that doesn't watch, Jake's face told you the whole story about what was going on. And then he was like, Javon said, you gotta talk about fucking his mama. And Jake's face was just like, I don't know.
All right. You gotta know what buttons to push the line to cross, and that's the line to cross with Jungle Boy. Talk about his. There it is.
So Jake's face was just like, do I hit the button or like do what I do? Like, Jake's like, my mom watches the show.
Well, guess what, Jake? If you ever have to fight Christian, he gonna talk about fucking your mom. So you have to decide, right? Will you take this personally? Or do you really believe Christian will do it? Because if you don't believe it, don't let it get to you. But you look like you're gonna let it get to you, Jake, and then bam, unprettier, you out.
Yeah, yo, y'all talking like Christian Cage is Zach Wilson or something. Like,
this man said he gonna talk about fucking your mama. Christ. Oh my god!
Didn't he say that?
Oh my god!
He said that a while back on Jungle Boy too. Like, yo, I'll be your daddy, and everything. It's like he already done crossed that line. Like,
this is me. I highly approve. Okay, like that's some shit I would do in real life. Like,
just show up at the funeral and ask if she's single. Like, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Sure will.
All right. Well, with that, let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll tie this up in a bow.
Oh God. YouTube, hi. For those who are still watching us, we're still live. We are on a break, but y'all still get the inside track of what's going on and what's going on in our brains right now. And it's about fucking people's mama.
It certainly has found its way there. I'll tell you that much.
Jeez. Can we even say fuck on YouTube? I don't even know. Like, what?
It's an explicit type deal, so we should be okay.
Oh, okay. I just asked. I don't fucking know. Okay. Like, I personally, do I care? Absolutely not. Will I say fuck? Absolutely. Do I care if my mom hears me say fuck? Absolutely not. I'm grown.
All right.
I'm real grown too. Why can't we do the show when it's my birthday weekend? Why did y'all do this on purpose?
No.
Y'all didn't have to wish me a happy birthday on air? Shittiest producer.
We could have. Nah, we want to be bi-weekly. Can't be tri-weekly.
Oh, these niggas fighting. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, give you some poppers, you might be bi-weekly too.
here we go.
Javon cut his eyes on the camera.
Every time.
Javon cut his eyes.
I've been waiting to hear when poppers was gonna come up in the conversation today.
Jesus. All right. Let's get back into it, fellas. Let's get it. So, two things to cover before we get to the end. Jamie Hayter's still the champion. Ruby Soho is now a bad guy. And it's a good thing. And I'm not the biggest Ruby Soho person. I think we've well established all of that. I have to say that her promo on Wednesday was actually pretty good. She was like, no matter what I did, everybody booed me. And I was like, yeah, I did. I was that guy. And she was like, now I got a can of spray paint and I'm gonna spray paint sky blue green. And you know what? I'm about it. That's the new gimmick. We're graffitiing women. Let's do it. It beats her doing what the fuck she was doing before. So I'm all about it.
Okay. I'm just gonna shut up.
Damn. Look, now you got a whole new faction here. You got Damage Control, but AEW version. It's Saraya, Toni Storm, and Ruby Soho versus the World. So
again, I'm gonna just keep my mouth absolutely shut because I could just say the wrong thing. And I'm just not.
You don't care. You don't care. That's okay.
I'm good. I'm gonna pass.
And then over the opener of the show, Chris Jericho loses to Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks continues to have the momentum. Good for him. Let's give him a title shot before he jumps to WWE.
Who?
Ricky Starks. Am I wrong? I mean, he was at the Royal Rumble in Cody's corner.
That don't mean a goddamn thing.
I'm just saying. Sometimes we have to read between the lines here, you know? But now we're at the main event. We have more and more MJF. This Wednesday, he's throwing a rebar mitzvah for himself because it's his birthday in Winnipeg. What's the excitement level on a scale of 1 to 5 for you, Tehran? It's a lot of blinks. You can be honest. I mean, hey, if it's a 1, it's a 1. It's okay.
I plead the 5th.
Yikes. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Javon, on a scale of 1 to 5, are you excited that MJF has retained his championship?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Ray.
Elaborate for the rest of the class, if you would, sir.
Because it ain't Bryan Danielson.
Oh shit.
Right. Because that was probably the least interesting option. So yay, MJF. And now I'm actually intrigued to see who's next. I think that's what intrigues me. Because I don't think it'll be Moxley because he's fighting with Paige. Daniel Bryan said he's going home.
Right. Yeah. We had that weird promo on Wednesday we got where he was saying that he no longer is wrestling for anybody else but himself, and that's not why he came back and all this stuff. So it's like, is he retiring? Like, what's going on here? What's the?
Oh, he's going to Ring Honor.
Yeah, right. You can go there, have fun with the rest of the Blackpool boys club. Go have fun with, and then who's left? Kenny's in the trio. So who does that leave? CM Punk. Come on back. Come get your belt. Come on. Let's finally do this the right way.
Interesting.
And let's go ahead, come on back. Because ain't nobody left. You put Jericho in the trios thing too. So who the fuck you got left unless you bring him You gonna hot shot Miro? You gonna like
for what? Is Punk healthy?
As far
by
as
this time, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And even if he ain't, bring him back for a promo. You can build to the next pay-per-view. You still got time.
But see, I need Punk to then do double duty because I need him to shit on the Elite, and I also need him to be shitting on MJF.
Oh. Oh dear.
But I don't hate MJF. MJF did a good job.
Right.
MJF, like people think that throwing a drink on the kid was like distasteful. Nah, no, it won't.
Bad guy. There's no such thing as taste.
Yeah, like
all right.
He did what bad guys do.
Right.
He did what bad guys do. And I mean that kid's gonna be famous forever.
That's true.
So no, like MJF is a great champion if he's allowed to be MJF. Point blank, period. I gained respect for him though, because he went an hour. Did an Iron Man match.
Yeah.
That's it. Point blank, period. Like my problem is what do you do for this boy next? Like, you know what I mean? How do you keep him interesting?
Right.
What do you feed him? Like, how do you handle this? And don't feed him Wardlow. Don't do that.
Nah, please don't.
Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that.
Keep Wardlow away. It's too late for him. Like,
oh,
is it Adam Cole?
That's the next logical step that I was thinking. Like maybe him too, since he's on his way back, and you can build to an Adam Cole MJF match at the next pay-per-view. I don't know if you pull the trigger. Maybe you do, but
I mean, it's just something that we haven't seen before, and it's not like
Right.
Cole can't hold his own in a promo battle.
but
Yeah.
also Cole is boring without backup.
yeah, babyface Cole. I don't know how that's gonna rock for real. Like,
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, who's to say the Jacksons aren't doing anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they're necessarily like leaving Kenny. You know what I mean?
I really want them to go to WWE. I just want them all to go. Like, I'm serious. Just go. Get it over with. That's what the fans want.
would Jay White be interesting?
Jay White is already going to WWE.
Well, we don't know that though.
If I was him, I would go to WWE.
And being that this is a whole Bullet Club thing, I would not be surprised if he showed back up in AEW.
That's true.
I totally would not be surprised. Like I would be more surprised him showing up in WWE than I would AEW.
Let's consult the rankings, shall we?
Oh, not the rankings. Oh my God. Oh dear.
I'm mad we went there. Like,
yeah, that bitch probably got Jay Lethal #1.
Oh shit! It's the rankings.
Actually, if you want something that's really funny, they have not updated the rankings on the AEW website since August 31st of 2022.
Because even they know that shit trash. Good for them.
Yeah, like ain't nobody looking at the rankings. I want to, like I said, I just want to see people fight.
That's true. Unfortunately, there's just not that kind of how do we put this? There's not that kind of structure in wrestling. You know what I mean? Like there's no seeding unless you earn your seed in like a qualifier match. That's
I don't like the way you say seed. You know, like please let's not say that.
Here we go.
Let's not say seeding, Jake. That's not. No, we're gonna ban that word from you. You're like my child. I can ban that word. We're gonna ban it.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
CM Punk is also still on the roster page on the website officially. So
he ain't fired.
I know. He's just been at home. What about Kingston? Would you do Kingston MJF?
No, I don't want to see. No,
he in Ring of Honor. Keep him there. Nope.
Okay. Hey, I'm just throwing out names as they come across the screen. No. Daniel Garcia?
Nah, I'm straight.
He's just not ready yet.
Yeah, Daniel Garcia. Let's keep him safe, and I don't think he's straight. But okay, that's another situation. Let's keep him.
Moving right along. Moving
right along. What about Pac?
Did he get into the country?
Yeah.
So, nope.
All right, Penta.
Nah. They ain't appealing enough. Like, but we all know Penta ain't gonna beat him.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of thin pickings here. What about? I mean, you could go Darby as a one-off.
Okay, I would be interested in that.
Just as a one-off. I don't think he wins, but they at least get you all out.
Yeah, as much as they've been like linked as pillars, I can rock with that.
Or maybe Jungle, maybe Jack Perry. I mean, Jack Perry never held the TNT title.
I would rock with. Like,
yeah, there's stories to tell with those original pillar guys. So those two would probably be two like that I could see other than like Cole or Hangman. Unfortunately, I don't really want to see Hangman versus MJF. So,
well, the idea of him fighting somebody else right now that we know of is boring, just like this conversation. So let's move on to something more entertaining.
Yes. Which is what? WWE?
Yeah, don't you got a little thingy thing for us to do here? We have an activity, right?
Yes. To introduce this, Sean Ross Sapp asked us to have our Dream Mania cards, our Dream Mania things. The parameters of which were, let me pull up this real quick. And Javon volunteered to do it for us to provide a list.
Which was tough as fuck. Surprisingly tough because you can only use one wrestler in a match. That you can only use one wrestler one time the entire card. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Like some of these matches, I was like, crap. I
no
really
double duty.
Some really good ones to make this work, to fit people in that I wanted to fit in.
There were no double duties, as you said, but you had to do one past versus present, one celebrity match, one out of retirement match, 2 world title matches, 2 women's championship matches, a secondary title match, a tag team match, and a miscellaneous match.
Okay, yep. That out of retirement match sucked because it ain't many. I really thought about that. Like, what the fuck? It ain't nothing but like maybe 2. And so I was like, so I had to do a little workaround with that one to get this to work the way I wanted it to work. But I think I got a pretty good card here. Okay.
All right. What are we starting with?
Okay. So welcome to WrestleMania. What, do I get a number for my WrestleMania? Let's
call it whatever you want.
69. Go.
Yes, WrestleMania 69. We bringing all the hoes in. That's the tagline.
Hosted by the
all the hoes in. Okay, so okay. So for my opening match. Okay, opening match. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels for the WWF title, WrestleMania 23.
Wow,
I'm coming in hot. I'm gonna give y'all Cena versus HBK.
I'm listening. Look, I'm listening.
Yeah. So this is why it's so hard because you can only use one person once.
Right.
And for the whole time, I really had. So here's my dilemma, right? For the whole time, I had Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, right?
Right.
But then I realized, but here's the trick. I also had Bret Hart versus Steve Austin as a title match till I realized, fuck, that ain't a title match. Right. So now I had to switch around. So I had to switch everything around. So that's where I got the John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. I needed Shawn Michaels and Cena on the card.
Sure. That makes sense.
We're going to open with that. After that, I'm going to go to my celebrity match.
Okay.
Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
From last year.
I thought about Logan Paul. I really considered that.
Mm-hmm.
I also I considered Bad Bunny. I even considered the Floyd Mayweather Big Show match.
Really?
I did. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give Sami Zayn some props. Because he's been doing this shit.
That's
and
true.
I think this is like real talk. That match was like one of the best celebrity matches anybody's ever seen. So I agree. Roll with that.
I didn't like it at first. But over the years, almost a year since, it's grown on me pretty tremendously. It was pretty awesome.
All right, match 3. I'm gonna bring the women in.
Okay.
One of my 2 women's title matches. Now here's where people gonna roll their eyes. I don't give a fuck. All right.
Okay.
WrestleMania 22, Trish Stratus versus Mickie James.
Oh no, that's the one. That's how I had.
I'm gonna give them flowers because this was like the last great women's match before the NXT era of women. Because there was a whole period when that shit was garbage.
Right. Yeah.
But this was the last. This had everything: fighting, violence, lesbianism, HLA. Oh, it was a dream. I will never forget Mickie James taking her fingers, rubbing them up against Trish pussy, and then licking them. I'll never forget that moment. That made the show for me.
No.
When that girl just said, and I was like, there it is. Put the belt on her. There it is.
You know it's bad when T almost loses his balance thinking about
WWE don't even show that in the video no more. They quickly edit that shit out. Like, oh, you can't edit it out of my mind, boy. That was hitting. Okay, so I'm on match number 4, right?
Yep.
All right, so this was shit getting now tricky, right? Okay, I'm gonna go with my out of retirement match. I ain't know what to really do for this match because ain't too many people out of retirement, but I took this match because I feel like the people involved was practically retired anyway.
Okay.
And that's from WrestleMania 34. Triple H and Stephanie versus Kurt and Ronda Rousey.
I like it. I'm there with you.
Yeah. Everybody was practically retired anyway. So, hey, we gonna roll with that.
Ronda was whooping the shit out of Triple H that match.
All right. That was good shit. All right. Match number 5. In the first half of my WrestleMania, before we get to the break.
The pee break.
We got a break. Past versus present. Present versus past.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan versus The Rock.
Woo!
At WrestleMania X8. We're going to end the first half of my WrestleMania with that shit.
Where the world chose Hulk over Rock?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
That still puzzles me to this day. I still don't understand why that was a thing.
Because it's Hulk. Like,
I don't. It's the most electrifying man in sports against the one-leg wonder. Puzzles me.
Not the one-leg wonder.
Just saying, bro. That atomic leg drop, boom, it's over. Like what? What?
One-leg wonder. Jeez. Nice. Okay.
Now, we got our break where we announce our Hall of Fame inductees.
Rey Mysterio as of tonight.
Okay, so Rey Mysterio. I don't know who else we will put in. I guess we'll put in Chyna. I'll give her own induction.
You're not gonna put in Ahmad Johnson?
Fuck that nigga. Let's see who else I'm putting in.
Oh my God.
Sid Vicious, you in? Have the Steiner brothers got in yet?
Wait, I'm sorry.
The Steiner brothers, y'all in?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I need a wait. Let's hold on. Stick shift, ride it, back it up, and then dump it. Like we can't. What? Ahmed? Did we just mention Ahmed Johnson? And did we follow up with fuck that nigga? Like,
yes, we can.
I'm just trying to figure out where we are. Because I was just looking at my notes, getting ready for the next segment, doing my thing. And I just kind of like, what? Okay. All right, keep going.
All right. So we introduce the Hall of Fame. Cardi B does the performance. And
yes, work for Jesus.
It's my WrestleMania. Cardi B is here. All right. So we get to the second half. Okay. Right.
Your show, please say it. Can this be one night? It ain't gonna be no night 2.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's all gonna be one night. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So next we going for the world title. The Undertaker versus Edge from WrestleMania 24.
Wow.
I needed the Undertaker match. And the way this whole flipped out, I couldn't do Undertaker Shawn because that's where I really wanted to go.
Right.
Because then I couldn't fuck up with Cena. Like this is hard when you gotta just use one person at a time. So I need the best Undertaker match I could because I already used Triple H, so I couldn't use none of them. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Undertaker versus Edge. Next tag team title match. TLC 1. The first TLC. I'll give y'all some ladders and all that shit.
Was that the one with Jericho and Benoit?
The one at WrestleMania X7. Yeah, I think. No. That's Hardy's, Dudley's.
That's Hardy's, Dudley's, and Christian.
Edge and Christian. Yeah.
Damn, I don't know if you can use that one, bro.
Why?
Edge pulling double duty, bro.
Damn it, Edge is pulling double duty. Okay, nope. Okay, so no Undertaker Edge. We're doing Undertaker Batista. See, I always had a backup. We're doing Undertaker Batista the next year. Boom. We're doing Undertaker Batista. Fail. All right, bet. All right. So Undertaker Batista opens up the first half. Then we go into TLC.
Okay.
All right. Then we doing
this shit like a champion.
Then we doing our secondary title match. Savage Steamboat. Fuck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Savage Steamboat.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Then my semi-main, and I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about this, but it's gonna be Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, and I dare somebody to say something. I'm giving the black girls. I'm giving the black women their moment. They can't main event but I can put them out.
Oh shit! Oh no! Yes, I love it. I dare somebody to say something too. Go ahead. Come here. Say some shit.
The main event, and if you know me, you probably already know what the main event is going to be.
Say it.
Bret Hart versus Steve Austin.
Yes, sir.
You know I'm gonna let Bret Hart main event WrestleMania, bitch. You know it's me. Bret main event. I don't give a fuck. Bret in the main event. That's that. Against Steve Austin in one of the greatest matches ever. There it is. So yes. That's sorry there's no Charlotte. I'm sorry there's no Becky or no Roman, but oh well, fuck it.
I enjoy the history of ever to close your show. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Right.
I enjoy when Javon put together stuff like this because it's always like well thought out. And he just don't really give a fuck what the masses say. He just like
he just blatantly violated Ahmad Johnson, like just because.
Right. Like why would y'all even?
Pause.
If this is the year, it's this year.
For what?
To get in the Hall of Fame.
What is he getting in the Hall of Fame for? For his tights keep running up his ass all the time. That's all he did. He never seen nobody have a wedgie as much as Ahmed Johnson.
He never shucked and jived.
Look, I'd rather have D'Lo Brown. He did all the shucking and jiving. So, meanwhile, while we digest that, okay, we're going to take a break, and we're not going to shuck and jive. We're just going to chill. All right.
Ooh, let's put
YouTube. Y'all get to see us on the background again. We know you're here. We know you're watching. Right? So you get to see us. It's probably just Jake watching, but nobody really give a fuck. Hey, but we are here. Like we're here for you, right? Are we? This is Monday Night Mailbox. Is that what's happening?
We'll close with the Monday Night Mailbox. Yep.
So we're about to give y'all Monday Night Mailbox, which we haven't done in forever. So Javon, you get double doses of Javon, which we love that. Again, thank you for watching our B-roll segment. B stands for bitch, which is Jake. So yes, and then don't forget that 319 is coming up, and I do accept gifts. You can talk to my producer Jake to send those gifts by way. Long as it's not like nudes of fat people and feet pics, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he sets the parameters, and you can also send those directly to the Monday Night Mailbox because Javon loves male titties.
Don't you do that.
Bring it on back, Jacoby.
Don't you do that.
And we're back. And we about to open up some box.
Mm.
An International Women's Month? Like,
it's extended Black History Month too.
For real, yeah.
Yeah, both. I mean, come on.
Which means no white box.
Well, I mean, you know, they collaborated in the co-main event of Javon's WrestleMania 69. So.
Yes. All right. So hitting the mailbox, a gentleman had a question, right? Well, it wasn't so much always a question. It was a game. And we haven't done that in a long time.
Ron loves games, I'll tell you that.
Okay, bitch, if you want to play games, go get a PlayStation because I'm never the one. But okay. Let's just go. Like, I mean, okay. Y'all want to waste my time. Let's just go ahead and waste it.
Jesus. Wow. So Harold.
Girl. Okay, I'm already done. Check the fuck out. Harold, who named you, fucker? You gonna waste my time? And you gonna fucking be named Harold? Nobody wants to fuck a Harold. You better have a nickname.
Harry. Hey, ain't that it?
Yikes.
Hair.
Go ahead. Okay, let's go on with Harold's question.
Well, he sent a question in. He says, "Hey friends, I wanted to know if you guys thought about Meltzer's star rankings." Okay. So, yeah, don't look like that. So here is a little game for you. You have to pick which one of these matches you think Uncle Dave gave a higher star rating to.
Ron loves Dave Meltzer. Let's just throw that out there right now.
So, the first edition of Being Uncle Dave. Welcome, everybody. So, Jake, Teron, I'm going to give you 2 matches, and you have to decide which one you think Uncle Dave gave a higher star rating to. Now, I will say this. There are no Japanese matches in this.
Okay.
Because you know everything Japanese get 12 stars from Uncle Dave. So
this is already giving me diarrhea.
So, number 1, first one. Gargano versus Cole from TakeOver New York, the 2 out of 3 falls.
Okay.
Or the Young Bucks versus FTR from Full Gear 2020.
Oh God, the Young Bucks.
Nah, I'm going Gargano. I'm going Gargano, bro. That match was kick ass. And like, don't get me wrong, the Bucks match was fun too, but like Gargano won the title that night.
I'm just saying, Dave Meltzer literally jerks off to the Young Bucks' feet. Like
he really does. But he jerked off more than Johnny Gargano. They got 5.5 stars. Whereas the Jacksons got 5.25. All right. Next one. Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson at Fight of the Fallen.
Okay.
Or Cody versus Seth in Hell in a Cell. Ooh.
Nah, fuck that. He wrestled with one arm, bro. Like, nah, there's no way it's not Garcia. Like, it's got to be Garcia.
It's a tweet bottoming one. So, like, I'm going to go with Garcia and Bryan Danielson because Dave Meltzer, like, he likes to do creepy stuff with young boys.
So both of y'all are picking Daniel Garcia and Danielson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Wow.
He gave them 5 stars, and Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson was 4.75 stars.
Damn, we suck at this game.
Oh, it's going to be considerably harder now. That was the easy shit. Ready? Because now we're going to go, now it goes back a little bit. Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 21.
Okay.
Or Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels at Vengeance that same year.
Oh, Vengeance. Like to me, Vengeance was the one that slapped. If I remember that one correctly.
I'm gonna go with WrestleMania.
The answer is their WrestleMania match. They got 4.75 stars, and their Vengeance match was 4.5.
Why they call him, Mr. WrestleMania? You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one. Undertaker, Triple H, no holds barred WrestleMania.
Okay.
Or Davey Richards versus Eddie Edwards at Ring of Honor, 2011.
I'm going no holds barred. No holds barred.
Davey, for some reason I remember that Davey Richards Eddie Edwards match. I think he would vote for that one higher.
You will be correct. He did. He gave that match 4.75 stars. In the WrestleMania match, he gave it 4.5.
Again, twink bottoms. Okay, next.
Last one. And now we gotta go way back on this one. He's trying to show. Dean Malenko versus Rey Mysterio, Halloween Havoc 1996.
Oh.
Or Bret Hart versus Steve Austin at Survivor Series 1996.
Randy. Like Randy, hands down.
Yeah, I got to agree with Tehran. Ray and Dean at Halloween Havoc.
Was actually Bret versus Austin. He gave that 4.75 stars, and he gave Dean Malenko and Ray 4.25.
Wow.
Ray wasn't as much of a twink as he needed.
he actually had on a mask. You know.
You think he ever fucks in that mask?
Ooh.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I was a masked wrestler, I think I would wear my mask during
If
sex.
I was Rey Mysterio and knowing how he looks, I would probably fuck with my mask on. That's all I'm saying.
How else would she know that he's Rey Mysterio? You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. I get that. Okay.
All right. I love this. This is cute.
That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your question, Harold. I won't mock your name like others have done.
Fuck Harold and fuck his mama.
Oh.
Jesus.
Harold, I'm sure your mother is a wonderful woman. And if she's dead, my condolences.
How did it escalate so quickly?
Because she could be. We don't know Harold.
I mean, apparently Harold listens to this fucking show, so he already knows what he's gonna get. Anybody that writes into this mailbox understands what's going to happen to them, depending on how I feel that day. For the fucking
Right.
franchise.
Especially if their girlfriend undercooked chicken and sends us a picture.
Okay. Jacoby, please tell the fans, if you want to call them that, where they can find us.
Well, hostages. You can follow us on Instagram at the hardest part of the ring with an underscore at the end. You can follow us on Twitter at the hardest underscore pod. And of course, you can find us on Facebook at the same name, the hardest part of the ring. You can also call us on our Monday night mailbox hotline for any questions, comments, concerns, advice, whatever you may need. We are here for you. That number is
757-528-2481.
And until next time,